Have you ever wondered what happens when a promise is broken, a princess is betrayed, and a talking horse holds the key to the truth? Today, we're re-diving into the enchanting and often overlooked fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm, The Goose Girl. It's a story of tragedy, betrayal, and ultimately, a powerful triumph that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Our story begins with a beautiful young princess, betrothed to a prince in a faraway kingdom. Her loving mother, the queen, prepares her for the long journey. She gives her daughter a magnificent dowry, a loyal waiting maid, and a magical horse named Falada, who can speak. For protection, the queen also gives her a special handkerchief with 3 drops of her own blood, which will keep her safe as long as she has it. The princess and her maid set off, but soon the princess grows thirsty. She asks her maid to fetch her some water, but the maid cruelly refuses, saying, "If you're thirsty, get it yourself. I will not be your servant." The sad princess leans down to drink from a stream, and as she does, she sighs, "Oh heavens, what will become of me?" To this, the 3 drops of blood on the handkerchief reply, "Alas, alas, if your mother knew, her loving heart would break in too." This happens again. But the 3rd time the princess is thirsty, she accidentally drops the precious handkerchief into the stream. It floats away, and with it, her protection is gone. Seizing her chance, the wicked waiting maid forces the princess to swap clothes and horses. She makes the terrified princess swear an oath never to reveal the truth to anyone at the royal court. The maid, now dressed as the princess, rides the magnificent Falada, while the true princess is forced to ride the maid's nag. When they arrive at the castle, the false bride is greeted with honor. She introduces the real princess as a common girl she met on the way and orders the prince to put her to work. The false bride, fearing the talking horse Falada might reveal her treachery, tells the prince the horse was troublesome and must be put down. The real princess is heartbroken when she hears this. She begs the horse slaughterer to nail Falada's head to the city gate so she can still see him every day. He agrees. The true princess is made a Goose Girl, tending to the royal geese with a young boy named Conrad. Every morning, as she passes under the dark gateway, she looks up at Falada's head and cries, "O Falada," and the head always replies, "Oh princess, princess, passing by." Alas, if your mother knew, her loving heart would break in too. Her golden hair is so beautiful that Conrad tries to pluck a strand, but she uses a magical charm to summon the wind to blow his hat away, keeping him busy. Conrad, frustrated and suspicious, goes to the old king and tells him about the strange goose girl who talks to a horse's head and commands the wind. The king's curiosity is piqued. The next day, he hides and witnesses everything. That evening, he calls the goose girl to him and asks her to tell him her story. But she is bound by her oath and cannot speak. The wise old king, seeing her distress, tells her, "If you cannot tell me, then tell your sorrows to this iron stove." He then leaves the room but listens from the chimney pipe. Alone with the stove, the princess pours out her heart, revealing the entire story of the betrayal, the lost handkerchief, and her forced oath. The king hears every word. He has her dressed in royal clothes and brings her to a grand feast. He places her beside the prince and the false bride. After the meal, the king presents a riddle to the false bride, asking what punishment would be fitting for a servant who had so cruelly deceived her masters. The wicked maid, not realizing she is describing her own fate, declares that such a person should be put into a barrel studded with sharp nails and dragged through the streets. And so, her own words seal her fate. The king reveals the true princess, and the prince, seeing her beauty and gentleness, falls deeply in love with her. They are married, and they rule their kingdom together in peace and happiness for many, many years. The Goose Girl's journey shows us that even in the face of terrible betrayal, truth and inner nobility will always shine through. Thank you so much for joining me on this fairy tale adventure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tales from long ago. See you next time.